Hey guys, Shinchi42 here. So in this video, I have the king of Kingdom 14. So he is in the WWK Alliance, and this is the Winter Wolf Pack. His name is Fehler. Am I saying that right, Fehler?
Well, it's actually German and it's pronounced Fehler.
Fehler.
But call it whatever you want.
No, so I'm gonna call it Fehler. Okay, so I was pronouncing it incorrectly. Yes. But as you can see, he has a crown. He has a crown here. Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so I have some question actually, and let's start with one of the first questions that my friends want to ask. First is, this is not about Lost Temple. The first question is, his question is, do you have a tip on the mightiest governor with a troop creation? So he's asking if I have a lot of troops in the hospital, would that count into a point system when I recover them?
No, it wouldn't. And for mightiest governor, if you're free to play, don't even bother with building troops. Like, the events you should focus on should be killing barbarians and the kill event. That's the events you can gather the most points and even compete with those players who spend money.
Okay, that's a good tip. So I have another question from my friend, is the composition for the Lost Temple. So what kind of combinations did you do? What kind of commanders did you have to use, and maybe what talent tree that you guys had to build for this successful capture?
Basically, we optimized our talent tree in order to capture the Lost Temple. Well, we used Hannibal Barker and Minamoto are second, and both of them were maxed skill and maximum level. I don't expect every alliance to have it, although the alliance that wants to capture it needs one of those big players who has at least Minamoto maxed or a maxed level hero. The most important thing are the talents besides the skills, because the skills are basically lucks. And for talents, I'd suggest going towards North talent tree, towards troops expansion. For this, you will boost every troop with a 5% boost on attack, defense, and health. That's the best you can get in order to optimize your battle potential.
Okay, so my question actually...
The leader of the rally needs to have a perfect setup of talent tree, of skills, and research.
Okay, so...
But the rally isn't important.
No, the rally is not important.
The rally is totally irrelevant.
Why do you say that?
For capturing the temple, because it's not about the rally. You can. We started with another alliance attacking the temples, and after that we took over to give us more time to reinforce our rally and keep up the pressure. It wasn't really necessary, but it was security to ensure we get the temple. In order to capture the temple, you have to control the position. Like in every war situation, you need to control the position. Reinforcing the rally is easy. If you ever took a level 3 pass or level 2 pass, you just set the rally, fight, and the troops camp nearby and reinforce the rally, and that's pretty much it. But in capturing the Lost Temple, you don't really fight the temple because the rally fights the temple, and you just need to reinforce it, and that's the easiest job.
I see. So
the hardest job is controlling the ads, the believers and the supreme guardians. The most important thing you like the measurement of how successful your attack on the Lost Temple is not how how much life you dropped, like if 5% was left or 2% was left. No, it's about how many believers got through. So those units who heal the temple, because they'll basically kill you. It's a race against time. Every Supreme Guardian and the temple will get stronger over time. That's a passive talent they have. So if the believer gets through and heals the temple has more time to respond, attack, grow in power, and in the end kill your rally. So the lag is a real problem. We had to fight the lag, and we couldn't.
Which one?
Because that's something we can't control.
What is lag? Can you explain that?
Lag is
lag.
When we fight the temple, you get thrown out, disconnected, or the game just freezes because the server can't process it properly.
Got it. I didn't understand what you said. I understand lag. You said lag. Your phone was lagging.
Yeah, my phone was lagging and the phone of everyone else was lagging.
I see.
There's a patch coming up soon that will help with this performance problem, and that will basically change strategy. The best strategy is to just focus on believers and let those inactive guys or disconnected guys or those guys who have lagged basically attack the Supreme Guardians, because they'll just attack whoever is nearest. And if you have enough troops around the rally which get attacked and give you basically the time needed to drop the temple to 0 before the Supreme Guardians reach the rally and wipe it out, you need to kill the believers and just camp with lots of armies around the temple, because the Supreme Guardians will basically attack them.
I see. Okay, this is good tips.
If you can, you should also focus the Supreme Guardians.
Focus on the Supreme Guardians.
But the priority list is basically believers first, then nothing, and then Supreme Guardians.
Okay, so believers first, and then Supreme Guardians, basically, right?
Yes.
Okay, I do have a question. When you said your troop combination, so who was your primary commander? Was it Hannibal Barca or is it Minamoto? And does it matter because...
It was Hannibal Barca. Yeah, but it's irrelevant because the skills of both commanders are active, and the talents of the first commander are only important because the second commander's skills are irrelevant.
Well, you mean the talent?
And we focused on Hannibal Barca because he's a rally leader. The secondary commander Minamoto was just there to ensure the capture, and because he has some nice bonuses against barbarians, and his first and last skill are pretty strong.
I see. So you mean talents, right? Let me just correct that. You mean talents are not active as a second commander. Not.
Yeah, the talents of the second commander are inactive, but the skills aren't.
Okay. And I wanted to ask you is that because in the game it says that your primary commander is going to be the first one to cast their skill. That's correct, right?
Yeah, but overall it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Okay, so...
Also, most people just use cavalry against barbarians. Because there are 2 million T5 archers inside the temple. But barbarians, on a side note, count as neutral units and are counted by every other unit except siege. So in your rally you are fine if you use infantry, archers, and cavalry, because they'll all counter the archers. But siege won't. So keep the siege units out of every fight you do during the temple. They'll just be dead weight.
Okay, that's a very good tip, because a lot of players will always send whatever they can. They usually just randomize it, just say click max and then send it out, right? That's a lot of mistakes that we have.
And that's a big fault, because you basically send those siege units in, and they weaken the overall strength. Like we had a rally size of 2 million, and just consider 10% of those troops are siege. So we are not fighting with a 2 million rally size. We are actually fighting with a 1.8 million rally size, because those 200k siege units are dead weight.
Got it. That's a pretty good tip. Make sure to not send any siege units when you're capturing Lost Temple.
Make sure you don't ever send siege units except for gathering or attacking cities.
Okay, so gathering and cities,
Like,
that's the only
siege
thing.
units are really bad for everything else.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny is when I was having a war and we were going for rallying to the flags, I was keep on telling my members, don't put siege units because it's useless there. This is great.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the third question. The question here is, can you appoint anyone in the position after taking kingship? Like anyone in the kingdom? How does this work?
You need to know the location of the city, and then you can appoint them. You can appoint everyone inside the kingdom that has basically a city there. Just you need to find a city, and in the tap on it, and in the top left corner there's an option to either give them a title, which is marked with a crown, or give them a trophy, which are pretty powerful, which is marked with a treasure chest.
So how often can you change this? Putting them in a position. How often can you change that?
However often you like it. It's the same with titles in the Alliance.
Okay.
Although I've not made, like, I haven't changed a title very often, so I can't tell you what the downtime is on how often you can change the title, but you are not restricted on giving the title away whenever you want.
So, Fehler, if
on
I...
a side note, the three guys just below the king, so General, Queen, and Prime Minister can also appoint titles, good and bad.
Oh, nice. Does the Queen have a crown too?
Yeah, you can look at it. She is to the right of me. Just like go right and up.
Go right. Oh, I can see the princess, the JPD princess here has an icon also.
Like the queen has a crown about like a pink crown.
So you said go up and then to the right. Oh, nice.
Yes.
There is a crown here, so she is your
and
queen.
The general has a lion.
So where is your general? But this is cool though. This is very, very cool.
He is quite. He's basically in a territory where he can farm freely.
I see.
You have to search him. Like, I know where he is exactly, but I won't post his position in global.
Okay, no, it's fine. We don't have to. But you may want to relocate after we talk because your coordinates is going to be in this video.
The king buff is also really bad. You get a 5% boost on everything, but the downside is you can't put up a peace shield.
Oh, no peace shield.
And that's pretty bad.
That's a good information.
Because if you sleep and your city gets rallied with a 2 million rally size, you can't defend it. Like, the only people that could ever defend against that would be the top players in our alliance, about 13, 20 million power.
I see. So
and if they sleep and they get rallied, like, it's easy. I get 10 players, reinforce their cities, teleport over, set the rally, 5-minute timer. All those reinforced cities teleport over. Just go inside the rally, camp around the city to intercept reinforcements. The rally hits, all those troops are killed. Then another rally to ensure that the hospital is full, and he gets deaths. And deaths is the worst case scenario.
I see. So let me ask you this. Let me do a last question here. And my question is that, are you worried that you may get overthrown in this kingdom? Or do you have a secure already with all the alliances here that's going to work with you through the kingdom versus kingdom? Assuming that there is a kingdom versus kingdom.
There is a kingdom versus kingdom, and I'm already preparing for it. And I'm not worried about being overthrown because of the power we actually wield.
That's good. Okay.
And we have made some pretty good friends, like ETA or MF Air or JPD or TGH. We have fought some great and big wars against number 2 and number 3, or actually number 1 and number 3 of the server.
I did notice that when you guys destroyed CHA and I was still in IMM, and now I'm actually part of your coalition because I am in KXD, which is part of JPD.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Basically, we destroyed XYU before we destroyed Char.
Oh, I didn't even know you guys destroyed XYU. Wow, okay.
Yeah, they were the second contender for the throne, and we needed to ensure that this throne is ours.
I see. That's a good tip. I just had a notification there, but that's gonna be in the video now. Okay. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it. And thank you for coming into this video and being featured. I really appreciate this, and thank you for always reaching out to me. And hopefully that we can do another video maybe sometime again.
I would be honored.
All right, so that's Fehler from WWK. He is the king, like I said. Winter Wolfpack. He is such a great guy to come up to our video today, and just want to say thank you again. And this is it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your opinion, and make sure don't forget to like, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely see you guys in the next video.